Welcome, everyone. My name is Vanzana, and I am happy to be with you today. So thank you all for joining today's Reiki Okuden second degree introduction program. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be introducing you to a taste of the original, authentic, traditional teachings of Usui Sensei from Japan. And this is the teachings that I'm most excited to share and teach you, because back in 2007, when I became a Reiki master teacher, what I learned was a very Western approach to Reiki. It was sort of a mixed bag of Tibetan, Karuna. It was very, how can I say this? It was just not the pure original teachings that came directly from the founder of Reiki. It actually was changed a bit when it came over to the West by Usui Sensei or Mikao Usui's students. So it's a long story. There is no right or wrong here, but I'm most excited to share with you what I just recently became reattuned to, which is the really different Eastern method of Reiki, very Japanese in its approach. Very different from the way that probably you and I were taught years ago. And what I'm also excited to share with you is that when you're attuned to these Reiju attunements, it really can create a major shift and an opening, because you're really, you're receiving firsthand through me as your Reiki Sensei teacher. You're receiving those original teachings before they were changed on their way here. And we're very grateful that that Reiki made its way here. But at the same time, there were changes in many ideas, the philosophy, the approach, and the technique. With the original Reiki teachings, it wasn't about technique at all. It really wasn't about, according to Usui Sensei, Sensei means teacher, right? It wasn't even about the symbols having any particular power more than we do, but it was just a way of helping people who are new to energy or who were having challenges feeling or sensing energy, those who weren't very energy sensitive. It was a way, sort of like training wheels, you know, to really connect with the meaning of each symbol. And in Reiki 2, of course, we won't get into it today, but when you, if you're guided to sign up for the program, which I hope you are, you'll really be learning not only the symbols, but the kanji letters, the true meaning behind each symbol, the way it was intended, as well as the mantras, and even the mantras in Japanese, the vibrational Sanskrit seeds, syllables for each symbol, but also the 5 precepts, which is sort of like our words to live by, you know. It's sort of like a guideline to help us get through anything. You'll even be learning those chants and those mantras in Japanese as well as in English. And as a bonus today, I've included that, and we'll talk about that in a moment. And then today, I just want everyone who's new to Reiki and also those who are already Reiki masters who are, you know, maybe feeling like they need some type of a recharge or reset or reboot, some type of an energy boost, some upgrades, new attunements. I want everyone to really feel the essence of Reiki the way it was intended and meant for us to experience it, and not only to experience it, but to live it, to embody these precepts, these principles. And so I'll be offering a Reiki 2 guided meditation before I offer you an initiation into Reiki level 2. This is the way it was originally transmitted by Usui. This is going to be more of a divine offering, a spiritual blessing that at that time, there were no words. It was just a silent, eye-gazing transmission, as we know, whether you've studied Reiki or not, or maybe you don't know. Reiki, transmitting Reiki through our hands, through the palms of our hands, is only one way, one healing method of channeling, embodying, but also transmitting and sending Reiki, especially at a distance. And that's the cool thing that I love most about teaching Reiki level 2, especially this traditional method, is that you can send distant healing to your inner child, to a past life, to any kind of trauma, even back in the womb or through childbirth. You can send it to your ancestors, to your birth mother. You can send it to past, present, future, and even something coming up that you may be worried about, or even an addiction or a really bad habit or some type of challenge, adversity, or behavior. Something that you maybe regret from the past, or something that you're stressed out might happen or worried might happen in the future. So that's really, in a nutshell, the mystery of these inner teachings, and that's what Okuden means, inner teachings. It's about no longer being split or frazzled by outside events, no longer being distracted by them, but really finding your own Reiki pharmacy within you and reconnecting your mind and your body in this Namaste Gasho position, right? Where we really allow our minds to return home back to our bodies with mindfulness processes. So mindfulness is a very big part of just slowing down your thoughts, your racing, hypervigilant thoughts, and coming back home to the wisdom of your body and turning on your cellular intelligence, your intuition, your guidance, and your higher insights by returning home, by sitting, by walking, by practicing, by devoting your life to embodying a sense of greater compassion and loving kindness for yourself and others and for the whole planet. So that's why we want to move from Reiki 1, which is all about self-care, which is the foundation and the basis for good health and total well-being. We want to move to Reiki 2 to enhance our psychic, telepathic gifts, our natural healing abilities, and send Reiki through our eyes, through our hands, through our hearts, and even our feet and toes, really every cell and fiber of our skin and our being, with our intention, with a pure mind and an open heart, and to really regain the willpower, the volition to share our gifts and be of service in a much grander, greater way. So Usui Shiki Reiki Ryoho Level 2, this is your certification program. You are in the right place. I always recommend, especially if you have taken at least one of the levels of Reiki, to refresh and receive updates and upgrades because of this ascension shift, and because of especially because of the sudden, unexpected shifts, transformational shifts that we've all experienced as a planet over the last year and a half. Especially because of this, it's a great way to really ground, to really be present, and to really practice mindfulness every day. So I know that when I became a Reiki master at the Edgar Cayce Center in Manhattan back in 2006 and 2007, my whole life opened up. All of the causes and conditions that I've made in past lives and other incarnations were able to reset themselves. And I was able to break through a lot of karmic traumas and challenges, ancestral karma, really step into my true identity and perform my soul role, my unique soul role, my soul identity as a teacher, as a guide, as a mentor for others. But first, I really had to heal my own inner child, really. And also, the symbols helped me a lot because I not only drew them on my own hands and I stepped into them, I drew them in the air, and then I would just think them and feel them in my cells, and then use them, write them as a form of writing meditation. But also draw them over my clients, over my loved ones, and really start living a meaningful, rewarding life. Really authentically just being myself and doing what I love, and really intuitively trusting that I was on the highest path. And though it wasn't an easy transition to move out of that comfortable 9 to 5 sort of old earth way of existing, there was still that state, that feeling of a safety net and security, stability, like, okay, I don't like what I do, I'm not using my gifts, but I'm still getting that steady paycheck, right, which is paying my bills and so forth. And I didn't know I had to trust and take a leap of faith. And everything worked out amazingly well, better than I could have ever dreamed possible. And I don't recommend that you necessarily really go out on a limb and really, sort of be that edgy, and really like say goodbye and close the door in your old way of income and making a living. But for me, that I just followed my calling, and the voices of my spirit saying it's time for you to liberate all of your disempowered ancestors that also had these gifts and these abilities that weren't allowed or weren't given permission to really think or live outside the box. And when I did, everything opened up, everything changed and shifted. And I really felt like I was living my best life. And still today, it's been so many years later, when I say like 15 years now. But over the years, I've gotten certifications from, oh my goodness, Reiki. There are so many different types of Reiki. Medicine Buddha Reiki, lots of other Reikis, Reiki healing modalities that have gotten these reattunements. And every time I do, my vibration just gets higher and vaster, and I just feel more connected. My channels are just cleared, cleansed, purified of all the burdens that I've still been carrying. The lack, the scarcity, the limitation, the worry, the fear, the anxiety, all of that was passed on to me. And all of this collective fear, being an empath and an energy sensitive, highly energy sensitive person, it's not always easy to differentiate or to really discern what for example, what belongs to me or you or us, and what really came from someone else that was just passed down generationally or ancestrally to us. So one of the perks of Reiki too is that you really begin to practice spiritual discernment and become much more emotionally intelligent, available, present. So it's just, so you really wind up suffering a lot less. But all of these attunements all had value because every teacher, every Reiki master teacher that I've ever received an attunement with, or took a different kind of Reiki healing modality with, helped me in a different way. They say in Buddhism, and Reiki and Buddhism really go hand in hand, because Usui was actually a Tibetan Buddhist monk. So a lot of the concepts about right speech, right view, right action, they still apply today, and they're very much a deeply embedded part of Reiki. And we know that Reiki, with its own intelligent light, really gets to the root, the core of the original pain, trauma, or misunderstanding, whether we're conscious of it or not. So we don't have to do so much work in therapy, or overanalyze, overthink anything, or figure out, like, where did this all begin? Which lifetime? How did this happen to me? Why do I carry this karma? Why me? And with Reiki, you just give it all to Reiki, all your fears, doubts, and worries. And the best part of this also is that you can't make a mistake when you're giving yourself a Reiki treatment or another, or even sending Reiki to the heart and womb of Gaia or to your home planet. You can never get it wrong, fail, mess up, or not do a good job, because you're really entrusting whatever energy medicine is meant to be transmitted. You're entrusting that to the heart of Reiki. And you're allowing Reiki to do the work, to travel, to move to exactly what areas carry what we call byoki or hibiki, which is like a diseased line, dis-ease, a misalignment, which makes you feel disconnected from source, from the earth, makes you feel almost disembodied. And when we're on our computers all day long, it's almost like we've forgotten that we even have a body. So Reiki really helps you to become embodied again, to rejoin your mind and your body, and to let go of worry and fear. So that's what I love about Reiki. And Reiki is not old, it's not irrelevant. I used to be told that years and years ago by people who had discovered different healing modalities, which I also practice, shamanic Reiki and soul retrieval and EFT and access consciousness, and like all of these really cool, healing modalities, reconnective therapy. And the great thing about Reiki is it beautifully complements any other healing system. It's definitely not intended to be a replacement or a substitution for medicine, for going to a doctor or taking an X-ray or an MRI. But it does help people to recover faster. It is used in hospitals, where I received my first training years and years ago, on the staff of CAM, Complementary Alternative Medicine staff in Beth Israel Hospital. This is years and years ago. And working with nurses and attuning nurses. There was even a nun that got attuned to Reiki that I actually was so honored and nervous to offer. But Reiki is all over the world. It's recognized as a complementary alternative therapy, and so we know that it's a great prevention. It's holistic. It's natural. And we know that it also has been proven in so many scientific case studies. It's been proven that patients recover faster from accidents, injuries, and surgeries. Really quick before we get into our meditation, and then I want to give you the specifics of the program and answer your questions. If there are any questions that you would like to ask, you can use the chat box. What was I going to say? Well, anyway, it'll probably come back to me. So yeah, this is Reiki 2. This is about really taking your gifts to the next level, really stepping up and really not spiritually bypassing. And in other words, where you sort of feel that you're disconnected from your body because you're so high, vibrationally high up there, right? With your angels, archangels, and guides, and you've forgotten you have a body. It's really to help you to process all of these accelerated changes, transformation, but to come back to land back safely here on solid, fertile ground, to relearn and remember that you already are the light, that you hold that light, that you're already hardwired to just hold that loving space of compassion for others, and that just by your presence, that you are the healing gift. And you might not see major healing outcomes right away, but we never really know what just saying the right words or performing the right actions, just holding that space for someone to love themselves, to stop judging themselves, to rehabilitate, right? The mind, the body, the spirit, the soul. We never really know. And sometimes we're never even told how our words, deeds, and actions can actually positively impact others. It might be in a small way, but it might be in a very large way. So we're just shining our light. We're embodying, our gifts. We're living authentic lives, and we are not settling for less, right? Just even working from home, right? Offering remote, absentee, distant healing sessions on Zoom. Attunements can also be transferred and transmitted because there really is no time, space, or distance, that we're all, celebrating, coexisting in oneness. And that's what these Reiki symbols represent. They represent a grounded earthiness, abundance. They represent connecting to our heavenly ancestors and celestial angelic guardians, but also really feeling always connected, always supported, right, by the invisible realms, by all of the Reiki masters that came before us. So every time I've received an attunement, my gifts really became stronger. I felt more empowered, more connected, more supported. And I want to do this for you as well, because that's why we're here. We're in this together. We're never alone. So let's go to the first exercise, and you can go ahead and chat in your questions if you have any right now. There's a chat box that you can use as well. So let me just take a sip of my beverage here. Awesome. So everyone just rub your hands together and take a nice stretch. And you can even cross your arms together, which actually rewire your left and brain, your left and right hemispheres, your feminine and masculine, yin and yang. And then just go ahead and rock back and forth, forwards and backwards. It's a great way to regulate your nervous system, calming, really activating your calming muscles, toning your vagus system, right? And now just to the sides, and you can kind of like give yourself a nice hug and squeeze and really feel that you're in a body, you're in a safety net, right? And side to side. And you can also come into the mind and body connection. So your mind is not somewhere else, right? Floating around the universe. It's really, you're integrating your higher mind, your higher self, your I am presence with your physicality, with the gift of your body, the gift of this life, the gift of your breath, and the gift of every moment. So mind, body, and we're just going to, everyone's on mute, so you could read this along with me. I wanted to show you the Japanese kanjis, which are the Reiki ideals. Now, it doesn't mean that you're always going to be able to practice all of the ideals in one day, but it's just a reminder and a guideline for living correctly, for suffering a lot less than you do now. And let's begin. So when you wake up in the morning, you can put this on your phone, or you could print this page out. I'll send it to you as a gift. Just for today, Kyo Taki wa, I won't get angry. Okolu na, or okolu nu. Okolu na. Okolu na. Just for today, I won't worry. I don't have to. Shinpai suna. Just for today, meaning just in this moment, in this present, ever now, and now moment. In each, every now moment, I will be grateful. I will focus on what's good about my life. Kansha shite in Japanese. I will work hard, meaning I will not work hard or harder than I have to, but really the work that I do will be focused, on goodness, about contribution, how you can contribute by doing good work that has value, by being on the right path, by choosing a profession that you feel is empowering others and the planet. So I will work diligently and honestly, authentically, and that is gu hageme, and then be kind to others is pronounced hito ni shinsetsu ni. Hito ni shinsetsu ni. And after a while, you can put them all together and just sing it like your mantra, like your chant, and this also empties the mind. It really connects your mind, your heart, your hara. Your hara is your life force energy, your hara line, or your dantian. It really contains your chi, your ki, but also your feelings and your emotions. So being kind to others, but first being kind to yourself. And it would sound something like this: Kyo daki wa okolu na, shinpai suna, kansha shite gu hageme, hito ni shinsetsu ni. And then you just take a deep breath and say it as often as you like. If you're emotionally suffering, worrying, panicking, if you are reliving old traumas, if you maybe were triggered by an old intense emotion of grief, loss, sadness, depression, loneliness, go ahead and just, this helps you to get out of the past mind and the future mind, right? So you don't suffer as much. And you just say it over and over and over as your personal daily mantra before you start your day. So it sets the tone for a more harmonious, smoother, energy expanding day. But it also helps to release old stuck energy and really keep you in the flow, right? So that you don't feel so stuck or burdened. Now, the original Reiki ideals, the translation is just the secret art of inviting happiness, the miraculous medicine of all dis-ease. So that is physical, mental, emotional, as well as spiritual. And just for today, do not be angry. So just for today, I will not be angry, but it's interesting because in Japan, they actually don't have a word for I, because I, you, me, we, we're all connected, we're all related. We're all, as the Chnat Han says, interconnect, we're all, this is an interbeing, inter-are. We're all interwoven, right? So there is no separation. And that's why you're able with Reiki 2 to perform remote, distant, absentee healing sessions, because we're all one and connected. And when we practice the symbols, when we send symbols to others, or these chi balls containing the distant healing symbol, which actually you'll be experiencing today, everything works just as well. Sometimes people say, my clients and students say, this was somehow even more powerful than an in-person session. And especially now, this is a great way to kind of relaunch an energy medicine or energy healing practice, because we're just going to trust that everyone receives that intelligent Reiki. Everyone receives exactly the kind of Reiki that they need, the kind of medicine, the kind of inspiration. So just for today, just for now, I'm not going to be angry, I'm not going to worry needlessly, but instead I'm going to refocus. I'm going to reset my focus. Instead of focusing, obsessing about what's wrong or what's not working in my life, or what's wrong with me and why did I attract that relationship, right? We're going to shift over to, okay, what is actually working? What's one positive benefit that I can recognize and embrace, acknowledge about, what blessing took place that I'm not even aware of, because I've been so obsessed about worrying about what's wrong instead of what's right. Devoting ourselves to the kind of work that really utilizes our gifts. So we're able to serve the population. We're able to be that advocate for others who have lost their voice or who no longer can take care of themselves and don't have a voice. So another way to share this blend of Reiki energy medicine is, volunteering, but also really like going to the unserved population, because they deserve healing too, and seeing how you can be a greater contribution to all beings to reach even more people. And the great thing about Zoom is that, or an online healing practice, is that, you can also be, share the Reiki medicine with people all over the world, not just locally in your city, but you can start by just creating your own Reiki healing circle in your town, in your province, city, state, country, and be the first and open a Reiki meetup, and just start gathering people today to give them that support, to have them, to offer your healing hands, that therapeutic touch. And maybe some of these people, especially now, haven't been tenderly or lovingly, kindly, compassionately touched. Maybe their shoulders haven't been brushed. Maybe their skin or their hair hasn't been caressed in a really long time. So that's what I mean by really being of service. And we know that when we're of greater service, we don't obsess about our own problems or so-called problems. That things feel better. Everything flows with more ease and grace when we're not constantly focusing on ourselves. So devoting yourself to this kind of work, whatever that might be, it doesn't actually have to be going out and opening a practice, but using Reiki to really channel this energy with writing, with art, with singing, dancing, yoga, movement, children. I know a lot of people who have Reiki healing practices, but they're also yoga teachers. So they bring in Reiki, right? And they teach children how to breathe mindfully in their work. So there are really like endless blessings that you can offer people with this practice. Being kinder to people before you speak, really like breathing mindfully, and then consciously speaking. So you're consciously breathing, and then you're consciously speaking words that Reiki tells you to say. Because when you allow yourself to get out of your own mindset, Reiki will take over and lead the way. So every morning and evening, joining your hands together, not in a religious way. Reiki is not a religion, but it's a way of integrating your mind and your body, so they become one light vehicle. And putting your hands together in this way, and intending that your words, the words that you say to your heart and the words that you say out loud, will be a gift, will be a blessing for all beings who hear you, that you'll somehow know the right thing to say to someone who's hurting. So Usui, this is the Usui Reiki treatment for the improvement of body and mind. And this was written many, many moons ago by the founder of Reiki in Japan, Usui Mikao, or Mikao Usui. And, he was a rebel because he was really one of the first to be outspoken and really to come out of the spiritual closet when there were lots of other religions and government institutions that didn't really understand it, accept it, or who might have felt threatened by it. But he said, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to share this with people because I know that it can help people to heal. And so he did. And thank goodness he did. So these are the 5 Reiki ideals. Does anyone have any questions about the 5 Reiki ideals in English or in Japanese, or how to use it? Beautiful. Let's go to the next screen, Ronald. So Ronald is my assistant who's sharing my screen. We can go to the next screen whenever you're ready, Ronald. Okay, I believe, yeah, the PDF that we said with the meditation is going to be, yes, okay, thank you, Ronald. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you distant Reiki right now. I'm just gonna send you the symbols, the Reiki 2 symbols for a moment. And then I'm going to guide you and lead you through an accelerated light Reiki preparation to ground you in this field, this frequency of pure light energy. It's a way to help you to refocus and to set a really strong intention on what you would like to receive today. So if you'd like, before we start playing the music, now this is also Reiki, Reiki charged music. So it has Reiki light codes within the solfeggio sound frequencies. It's 528 hertz. And we also combine it with the consciousness, with the spirit of Merlin, of Merlin's magic, and the heart of Reiki. So together, this creates a new life form, which is really allowing your gifts and abilities to become more valuable, more pronounced. So you can remember how to practice the magic of alchemy. So transmuting poisonous pain into healing medicine. So you can turn anything around and everything upside down with the art of Reiki. And this is all coming from your heart space. So I definitely invite you to place your hands over your heart. And actually, we say one of the first things I learned in Reiki is place one hand over your heart and the other over your stomach. And breathe into the cells of your Anahata heart chakra. And then your solar Manipura, your solar plexus, your power center, your power, your will, your true identity. And this is called the universal Reiki position, because when you breathe and sit in this Reiki meditation, you're utilizing your own Reiki healing hands to touch your heart, to open it, to melt the heart walls, and also to breathe into your belly, to soften your belly, to warm your heart with the life force energy of Reiki. So we're going to play this right now. And by the way, when you sit in this position with a straight back and relax the bottom of your body, your tailbone, just really allow your mind to return all the way, to drop all the way down, to return to embody your full body, your whole body, and to turn on every cell of your body until it reaches the soles of your feet, the bottom of your chair, the seat of your soul, and just feel like you're melting into the bottom of your chair. Really feeling here and aware. Good. So I'm going to play 1 minute of Merlin's magic and the heart of Reiki, send you the distant Reiki healing symbols, and then we'll come back to the guided journey so you could have a full-on experience of traditional, original, authentic Japanese Reiki, the way it was intended to be experienced. Beautiful. Breathing in, saying to yourself, I know I am now breathing in. And follow that breath all the way from the beginning through the middle and to the very end of this full deep breath. And on the out breath, just releasing, not pushing, not forcing the breath, but just slowly releasing and letting go and saying to yourself, I am now aware that I am breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. In, out. Beautiful. Breathing in, saying the word deep. Breathing out, thinking the word slow. Breathing in, ease. And on the out breath, breathing out the sensation of relaxation. And then coming back to your body. This is a symbol for Reiki. This is the ancient Japanese kanji Reiki symbol. And don't worry if you didn't catch everything with the Japanese translation of the 5 Reiki ideals, because we will be covering this in a lot more depth in Reiki 2. But as a gift, I will be including this exercise that we just covered, this mantra of the 5 Reiki precepts. I'll be sending this to you along with the replay. So don't worry about trying to catch up or memorize or remember everything right now. It's all being taken care of. So don't you worry about a thing. You can never really miss a thing. There's something called FOMO, right? I'm guilty of that myself. So don't worry. You won't forget. You can start practicing it by tomorrow, actually. So let's go to the meditation now. And I just want to check in with everyone. How is everyone feeling? Okay. So Ronald, will you be sharing the screen? Because I don't have it. You could send it to me on Skype. So everyone can, just go ahead and close your eyes. Yeah, Ronald, I don't have that in front of me. So you could just put it in the chat box. Thank you. So go ahead and close your eyes and prepare. And sure, just get ready to release, let go, open, soften, receive the highest frequency of pure loving kindness, pure Reiki energy. Yes. Thank you. And you can gaze softly at this candle flame, relaxing your Reiki gaze, setting a strong visual intention of seeing whatever it is that you would like to manifest, already manifesting now. And notice if you can soften your eyes and your gaze, half open, half closed. Maybe you'll even catch a glimpse of the aura at the tip of the dancing flame or around it at the base and the wick. And just give all your fears, worries, anxieties to this Reiki candle that's been charged with Reiki energy. And just begin to breathe slowly, deeply. You can even notice the room around you, how it seems to look and feel right now. Breathing in only pure, glowing, radiant, white light. Allow yourself to just draw it down, take it in, bring it down, bathe in it, wash your hands in it, and let it sprinkle and radiate all around you like a beautiful waterfall of orbs, of spheres, of intelligent light, compassionate light. And allow yourself to still be very grounded and feel a rushing up of a fertile life force energy chi from the inner earth, and inviting in the presence of the Reiki medicine Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Kuan Yin, the ascended masters, your loving ancestors under your feet, and the plant medicine and the rocks, the crystals, the waters, really supporting you, grounding you, and breathing up that red Reiki, strong, stable, safe energy, and allow it to kind of rise and bubble up from your feet. Let it move through your legs, through the front and the back of you until it reaches the highest point above you, and it moves into your soul star chakra and then pours all the way down like a cosmic orbit meditation. And just allowing yourself to feel everything, to release whatever needs to be released. Any old, worn out energy that doesn't match, that is no longer a vibrational match to who you've grown to be. Acknowledging these bodily sensations, and notice your thoughts, just becoming a witness. So that cosmic orbit, microcosmic orbit is spiraling all around you. It's encircling you, moving from the bottom to the top of you, and then running and pouring and encircling the back of you, moving up and down and all around. And just really expand into all of that energy. All thoughts and feelings are welcome. All thoughts and feelings, emotions have value. And let them come and go. If your mind wanders, because your mind will eventually wander, that's just the nature of the mind, and that's just what minds do. Allow yourself to return back with your breath to anchor you. Releasing any tension on the out breath. Breathing in, receiving, embodying, reclaiming that peaceful essence, your natural beauty, goodness, and releasing on the out breath, on the exhalation, any tension or stress. And begin to notice that there are tiny roots growing from your feet deep down into the earth. So along with your roots, just send all energies deep down into that fertile ground, the inner earth gateways, Shambhala, Agartha, Telos, the inner realms. And feel the cool, moist soil of Gaia. breathing with you, blowing cool breezes into the atmosphere around you. Breathing, opening your luminous lungs with spiritual oxygen, clean, pristine, fresh air to renew you, to revitalize you with Reiki, red, radiant energy, grounding energy. And inhale deeply, just soaking up the sun above you, the suns, the moons, the stars. Allow all of that light to illuminate, saturate, permeate through every cell, trillions of cells in your body, in your brain, your Buddha brain, your life force energy. And just allow that richness, that radiance, allow your mind, your heart, your body to soak up all of the necessary, the required nutrients. We call them the 4 nutriments: nourishing, nurturing, vitamins, minerals, anything that was missing to calm, reset, and regulate your nervous system, your digestive system, your enteric system, your vagus system, all of your systems, aligning with the divine above you and below you at the same time, really becoming that channel of heaven and earth, and begin to feel that you are the size of the entire universe. The temperature in your room now is perfect, not too hot, not too cold, just right. Feel that flow of energy embodying you. And let the Reiki rays of light become brighter. Allow that Reiki sparkling, intelligent, divine, celestial, universal light energy, chi, ki, prana. Allow it to inform you, but also to resource you. And releasing any less than kind energies that you've been holding or grasping onto. Allow that all to empty and to flush out of all your bodies, all your cells, all your atoms, and allow it to cleanse you from the inside out, and moving you deeper into this new earth vibration, and requesting to receive ancient healing medicine from every healing tradition, in every dimension, in every direction, and begin to notice the crystals and the jewels forming around you, taking in this green, emerald green energy, bathing in this, the light of the trees and the forests, and finding your new earth family, connecting to the devas, pixies, fairies, fays, the crystal kingdom, plant, mineral, animal, and maybe your totem animal guide might come in now to assist, to hold that space for you to feel safer here. And when it feels right, just allow with your breath as your anchor, as your lifeline, as your power line, to center you, but also to expand you, to ground you, and to reconnect you with Source, with Creator, with the universe, with all universes. Allow yourself to become so infinite and vast that you become the vibrational match, and you're able to merge as a part of everything, connecting in oneness with the solar system, with the Milky Way, with the 22 hearts of the Milky Way galaxies, and with your star and earth ancestors. And breathing, allowing your breath to anchor you, to support you, to heal you. On the in-breath, slowing your breath down, becoming very still, listening, actively listening and becoming more and more present. Coming home, arriving back home to your own body temple. Moving deeper down until you come until you can merge into this rich vein of gold. Sink into these golden filaments of light, these threads, these grids, these strands of light, arriving safely in this web of life, just sinking, relaxing, reclining, feeling that golden protective light with that dome of Archangel Michael over you. Returning back to that ancient pyramid of light and being blessed with this Reiki energy, returning it to feeding yourself all the way through you to the very core of you, the very center of you, to your first 8 cells of creation. And allow this violet flame, this holy fire, this Reiki holy fire to cleanse and purify every particle of you. Allowing you to shed the old skin like a serpent, igniting, unraveling your Shakti, divine feminine potency, creativity, becoming more comfortable and confident, intimate with your own body, aligning with the divine mind, and nourishing every chakra, meridian, nadi, and really breathing with your whole body and allowing the breath to move with your intention, direction, up and down your spine, up and down your back. Imagine that coiled serpent at your tailbone, just unraveling, awakening, activating your divine healing potential. And now begin to draw the energy of the earth upward through these grounding cords, drawing them up, in, through, and all around you. All of that rich, nourishing, mothering energy. And drawing up the cleansing fire, the radiant gold, protective light, the crystals, the stones, and minerals, the plants, the flowers, the waters. Bringing that all the way up through your roots and allowing your roots and your feet to feel these tingling, vibrating sensations on the soles of your feet with your mind and feet conjoining. Enjoying this sensation, this pleasurable, peaceful sensation of being present and aware, clear. Allow this energy to move into your body through these cords, filling the left and the right side of you equally, fully, and feeling it moving up into your pelvis, uterus, into the groin area, reproductive organs, birthing centers, womb chakra. Allow it to move up into the back of your heart, into your blue pearl, and allow it to begin to nudge your heart wings awake, to start spreading them out, stretching them out, and to move all the way up with this rich red radiance, this Reiki radiance, and allow it to swirl above you, to spin out all impurities, toxins, poisons, and then to spin in your gifts, your essence, your I am presence, and allow every part of you to feel warm, your belly to soften, your heart to open, your jaw to relax, eyes, ears, cheeks, neck, shoulders, shoulder blades out, relaxed, and just completely move into all of your chakras, from the ground up and the sky down, connecting to the center of heaven, the center and the center of the earth, embodying the qualities of earth and heaven, up and down, left and right, until there is no longer the memory of duality, but only oneness. Soaking up, what is your intention? Just really feeling full of this energy, this vitality, and seeing yourself lighting up, sparkling with golden light, filling up every fiber, every chakra, every opening. And allowing your crown now to open and being filled up with star medicine, intelligence, cosmic Reiki energy, cosmic consciousness, seeing your life from a higher perspective, really understanding with compassion and tolerance why you're here. And inviting in your personal Reiki master or Yusui sensei, Dr. Hayashi, Mrs. Takada, all the masters of Reiki from the east, from the west, and from every planet, inviting them all to gather together in oneness, blessing you with the gift of Reiki, and seeing yourself already living your best life now, inviting in your higher self, future self, to return your soul, embodied essence, your purpose, your mission, and your gifts. As we prepare for this attunement now, we're going to begin the attunement now. I invite you to relax. Sit back in your chair. You might want to have a drink of water. You can gaze at the screen. It's probably best right now to close your eyes. It's just easier to go inside, to return to the home and the wisdom of your heart, hara, and your entire body, your body, mind, relaxing in your chair, getting prepared to receive the original Reiki, Reiju initiation, the attunement as a divine offering, as a spiritual blessing. Placing your hands together in Gasho, setting your intention once again. Seeing, feeling, sensing, knowing, hearing, tasting, smelling that scent of aromatherapy, the scent of roses, or just really seeing and yourself in the timeline that you were meant to live in and thrive in. So imagine, envision that you're already there, here, and you're everywhere. There are no limitations. Moving into your highest path right now. I'm just going to practice a traditional way of really centering my own energy. Your hands are in Gasho, and I'm just tapping into my life force energy in my hara right now, refueling myself so I can be that reflection, so that you can, so I can reflect back to you your own great bright light and mastery. We will begin now. Relax your back. Close your eyes. Daikomyo. 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 Dai, your life, the world, your greatness. Daikomyo. The mantra, I call you. I call you. I call you, I call you, I call you. Holding that safe space for you to let go. Feeling that bright light surrounding you. Infusing deep within you. Surrounding and encircling you. That pure white light bath. Bathing you, showering you with joy, with peace, with presence. And setting your intention again, and as I set mine, to connect in oneness. There is no separation, no giver, no receiver, only this gift. Nothing is separating us or dividing us, but we are equal, we are one. As I give, I also receive. And as I receive, I also give you. Imagine I'm standing in front of you right now, and I'm touching your shoulders, your left shoulders, with my right hand. This is just a reminder that I'm here with you, I'm present, I'm holding you, and so is Reiki. If you've dropped your hands, return your hands to Gasho, Namaste, reconnecting your mind and your body. I'm placing my index fingers of both of my hands together above your head, and I'm passing the energies from above you to below you 3 times. And this is opening the doorway, the pathway, the gateway for your higher self, your soul, your galactic star ancestors coming in, supporting, backing you, and just really holding you. And feel that every chakra, nadi, and meridian has now opened with this golden comb, just stroking, brushing, smoothing any rough patches in your aura, your hara, and your halo. I've moved all the way down to the bottom, Imagine all of that armor, that heavy, dense armor has unzipped and dropped, has actually fallen off and away from the entirety and totality of your entire being and body. Notice how that feels to just be at peace, safe and vulnerable, just standing, sitting, being in the light. And now I'm moving my hands up to the top of you, resting above your crown. I'm not touching your crown, so you might feel that warmth, that tingling, that mother energy, divine mother energy, nurturing energy that a mother has for her child. And it's just allowing you to experience the energy of Reiki, the frequency of love, of light, of kindness and compassion. And this is creating right thought, allowing you to experience your Buddha true nature. Now I'm moving my hands to the front of your face, performing a sun mudra. This is called the Nichiren. And I'm just bringing down the cosmic sun, great central sunlight, this warmth, the spirit, consciousness, intelligence of solar angels, solar logos, Christos, deities. And I'm transmitting the sun's intelligence to your higher chakras now, to your third eye, fourth eye, fifth eyes, your higher dimensional eyes, your spirit eyes, creating right thoughts, right perceptions, moving all the way down your body in this triangular fusion of light and earth energy, sky and earth, heaven and earth energy. The light from below you, moving up through you, the light from above you, moving down through you, up and down, breathing in and out. And now moving the front of your mouth and the back of your head, creating right speech. So you know just what to say, when to say it, when to speak and when to remain silent. Only speaking words of loving kindness, wisdom, and using skillful means so that everyone that you speak to can receive what they need, can hear what you can speak with loving kindness, can receive your words with right speech. Only contributing, speaking, expressing words of kindness, helpfulness, understanding and compassion, empathy, sensitivity. And now let's move down to your heart and placing one hand in front of your heart and the other at the back of your heart. Just attuning your heart, awakening its wings, allowing you to fly on the wings of your angelic teams, your guardians on the left and the right side of you, but really melting any heart walls and breathing in green light now, the light of Mary and Raphael. Creating right action, allowing your heart to open, loving yourself and giving yourself the gift of Reiki as your number one top healing, first and foremost priority. And now I'm placing my hands around your hands. Just feel the energy. Your hands might feel warm, tingly, sweaty, or cold, clammy. It doesn't matter. It's all just energy. There's no bad energy, good energy. It's just energy. And we know that energy can never be birthed, born, or destroyed. It can only be changed into another life form. So energy is always moving, always shifting and changing, transforming. So with your breath, just repeat to yourself, I'm breathing in Reiki through my hands. I allow myself to feel. I feel safe, feeling my feelings, healing my feelings too. And now moving from the ceiling to the floor, holding your shoulders to ground you. And now drawing the symbol, the distant healing symbol. And now imagine and envision all of your friends, colleagues, loved ones, ancestors, here or on the other shore, receiving exactly this, the kind of Reiki energy medicine that can change everything, that can free and liberate all beings from suffering. You can include your inner child in this bubble, your parents, mother, father, siblings, grandmother, grandfather, all the way back 13 generations. Just receiving, 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 opening, softening, receiving, opening, softening, receiving, breathing, breathing deeper, longer, and now exhaling 3 times as long on the out breath to regulate, reset, and to calm your nervous system, your emotions, your feelings, your energy. And allowing Reiki waterfalls, Reiki sunlight, Reiki vegetation, Reiki crystals, Reiki forests, trees, clouds, stones, all Reiki light beings, benevolent light beings to come and hold you. Let's invite in Melchizedek to return your golden garments of light, your robes of light. Metatron's cube to surround you, sacred geometry and flowers of light, really deeply feeling that you are the creator of your life. And you can recreate it again and again and again. So breathing into this fresh renewal, rebirthing energy in this Reiki recovery room. And when you're able to open your eyes and return back to this moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And blessings. Blessed be. Om Namah Shivaya. So when you're ready, you can come back to the room. And we're just going to talk a little bit about your experience. If you would like to share it now, that would be wonderful. I'd love to hear it. So everyone is still on mute. Cameras are off. You could just use that chat box. Should be on the bottom of your computer screen or on your cell phone. and just let me know how you're feeling right now and how you're feeling now compared to how you felt right before the call this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are on the planet, whatever time zone you live in. So we're just going to go over while we're waiting for people to chat in and come back from their journeys, returning back into your brain, your heart, your body, your aura, really dropping all the way back, your soul body, your light bodies, your rainbow bodies, into your physical bodies, into your 22 light bodies, into your lower bodies and chakras, just really landing all the way back home. You've arrived. Congratulations. So beautiful. Let's just go over for the last remaining few minutes of our call. Ronald, would you like to scroll down? I'm just really super excited, especially after this beautiful intervention, this visitation into the pure, tranquil land of Reiki. And this is the land of tranquil light, right? That's what the Buddha has always taught us, that all of this chaos is just really an illusion and a really great distraction that keeps us feeling separate and off balance. So when we can see that actually all the blessings are right here, and we can never be disconnected from our powers, our gifts, our abilities, and our birthright to be that blessing for ourselves and others, to embody and hold 100% of that Reiki light, then really we can suffer less and enjoy our lives more. So let's scroll down. Just want to, I basically kind of gave a little bit away in the very beginning of the call. But if this all feels great and you're ready to really sign up and your soul says, yes, this is the guidance I need, this is the direction that I've been longing for, this is the feeling that I've been wanting to access, to feel more connected, to clear my own, cleanse, clear, purify my own channels, my chakras, my energy centers, but also to strengthen my connection with source, with the creator of all that is, and with my higher self's intelligence, with my I am that I am presence, then you've landed in the right place. So the 2nd degree Reiki training program that's coming up, the reason I'm doing this is to hold that space for others to improve your Reiki healing skills, to receive that reboot, that reset. This course includes 3 longer attunements. You will be learning all of the Japanese mantras for each of the 3 Reiki level 2 Okuden symbols. We will be going in, we'll be discussing in greater depth and length how to fully embody the 5 Reiki precepts as your daily meditation to ground you, to support you in your practice. You'll also be learning how to properly draw the ancient Reiki Shirushi symbols, the kanji letters, as another form of meditation. If you've struggled with meditating silently, which is very, very difficult to master, there are so many different forms, excuse me, of meditation. Sitting in stillness and silence, but also walking. Walking is another form of meditation. Dancing is another form of meditation. Art, music, any way that any practice that allows you to raise your vibration and to really focus on the present moment. So Drawing these symbols is another form of meditation that feels really good and really is easy to perform. And learning what to do, how to use the symbols, how to step into them, how to embody them, and learning the traditional Japanese meditations to help you with your own process of spiritual development, to help you to grow into becoming a mature, responsible, loving adult, to heal your inner child's mind and body, to merge your body, your mind with your breath, to offer holistic healing treatments to others, to your pets, to your kids, to your parents or grandparents, right? So that they can suffer less through your hands, through your breath, through these mantras you'll be learning and symbols. And most of all, I'll be guiding you to inform you, to educate you on how you can create your own professional Reiki practice, how to attract new clients, how to properly diagnose or have them fill out intake forms, how to ask the right questions to really get to the root of their illness, of their ill-being and suffering, how to even locate a healing space, a center, a venue, or even how to open up a practice in your own home. How to eventually, in Reiki level 3, the Shinpuden level, how to eventually share these teachings with others, how to become a Reiki master teacher, which will be in Reiki 3. So this program that's coming up on October 22nd will be easy to access from the safety, comfort, and privacy of your own home. It includes 5 Reiki classes that are all recorded. Altogether, 15 hours of instruction time, 3 Reiki level 2 Reiju attunements, weekly practice sessions in the Zoom classroom, live chat sessions during our online classroom sessions. Everything is very hands-on, informal, fun, but also very interactive. So it's not like you'll be sitting and passively receiving the information, the transmissions, the initiations, that's part of it. But you'll also have the opportunity to share, to ask questions, but also to receive real-time, immediate, instant feedback from me. You'll have the opportunity to practice on your fellow students. And it's a very non-judgmental, non-intimidating setting. Everyone is equal, right? There are no like sort of leaders or followers. And even for people who are already Reiki master teachers, each time you reattune to Reiki 1, 2, or 3, it's like being reborn and starting fresh again, right? So that's what I love about this journey. And every teacher that I've ever studied with, I've always received amazing benefits because each teacher carries their own gifts, their own knowledge, and will transmit the teachings differently. I always use, as a Buddhist practitioner, skillful means, and always ask the group consciousness, what can people handle? What kind of energy is needed? So that we always meet in the middle, and we always practice sort of like that middle path, right? And we're just connected in the most loving and respectful way. You'll also receive unlimited email access in between each meeting, additional PDF printouts. These are always spirit guided, so you might be receiving even more tools, energy processes, and practices that will really help to boost your confidence. 5 downloadable video and audio class replays, a 50-page printable digital Reiki Level 2 class manual, which we'll be going over. I'll also be assigning particular like readings or passages, pages after each session, so that you'll know, or even before, once you sign up and register, you'll receive your manual. At the end of the program, of course, you will receive your Yasui Shiki Reiki Ryoho Okuden Level 2 Practitioner Certification, so certificate of completion, that you can hang proudly on your wall or in your healing space. This way people can trust you. It builds the energy of trust and credibility. But once you go through this process, it's not only to help you launch your own practice, but it's really part of your own spiritual development, evolution, your own ascension process, your own growth. And so I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to share. Ronald, can you just scroll down? Great. So in case you're wondering, this program will be offered on Fridays. Everyone will always receive the replay if you can't make any of the live interactive classroom sessions. So the next day you'll be receiving 3 hours recorded classroom sessions. So you'll get the replays. So in case you have an emergency or a work conflict, a scheduling conflict, you won't be missing anything. You'll have your manual that you can always catch up on as well. But I, of course, prefer you to be live, to come play with me live. So Fridays, October 22nd, 29th, November 5th, 12th, and 19th, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. We'll finish just in time before the Thanksgiving holidays if you're in the United States. So you'll have your, you'll be a certified Reiki Level 2 practitioner. So if you're going to be traveling home to your biological, your birth families, you're going to be spending time with extended family. You can even practice what you've learned on them. So they'll have an even nicer treat for Thanksgiving. And of course, Reiki is performed fully clothed. The person can be sitting, standing, or lying down. It doesn't have to be, you know, on a massage table. It could be on a couch, on a chair. It can be in nature, even better. It could be by the beach. So yeah, so I'm super excited to have you all come and play and receive your Reiki certification for Level 2, the inner teachings. The one-time payment is $3.99. The 2 payment option is $1.99. So you can break up the payment, the tuition fee for Reiki 2 into 2 payments. Now, if you're really experiencing financial distress or challenges at this time, just send me an email at vanzanalighealing@gmail.com. And I'm definitely open to working out a different type of payment option for you, because I don't want, and I never turn anyone away due to lack of funds. This class, as you can tell, this program has super duper value. And you'll be able to use these skills, these tools, these processes and practices, and really incorporate it and integrate it into your daily life. So not only are you of service to others, but you're of service to yourself. And you're just turning into a kinder, friendlier, better person. And that's, I don't think you could put a price tag on that. Beautiful. So does anyone have any questions before we say goodbye right now? You can go ahead and chat them in. But if you're ready to sign up, go ahead and you can even click on this link right now. I'll just wait a moment to see if anyone might have a question. Don't be shy. It's totally fine. I'm here for you now. So I'll just stay on with you for the next 2 minutes. Let me know if you do have a question, or if you just want to share your journey today. What did you experience? Did you see anything? What did you feel? What was it like to travel into the lands of pure tranquil light and really be Reiki, really embody this higher dimensional vibrational frequency? Great. I think then, if you don't have any other questions, please know that you could just click on one of the buttons to sign up to reserve your space. We still have a few spots, but this is the second of the free intro information sessions. So after this call, you'll be receiving the official announcement, the invitation. So hopefully I'll see you there, and all of this information deeply resonated on a cellular level in your heart, in your gut, right? And you know that this is going to not only be a magical, multidimensional experience, but also a practical one. So beautiful. Thank you so much, beloveds. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you on the first day of Reiki. Have a beautiful day. Be safe, well, and may you always be blessed. See you soon. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye for now.